Hey everybody, welcome to Soundcheck Showdown, where we put gear to the test with a full band to see if it can stand the heat of a live show. Be sure to stay tuned until the end of the video to learn how you can win this brand new pair of headphones from our partners at Sweetwater. So on this episode of Soundcheck Showdown, we're going to be checking out the Epiphone Les Paul Muse, taking a look at this guitar's sound, design, and performance on stage to see if it can stand the heat of the live show. But first, let's take a look at what we have going on here with this beautiful thing. First thing that pops to me is this paint job. It's like beautiful red sparkle, and it just pops, really makes you go wow. I really like the back of the guitar. The back of the guitar from top to bottom is solid black, and this white binding really makes for an interesting look. It's got a chambered body, so the weight is good. It's not as heavy as most classic Les Pauls, so your back will be happy about that. It's loaded with Alnico classic pro humbuckers with push-pull knobs, so you can get that single coil feel and still get that classic Les Paul tone. Guitar feels really nice in the hands as far as the neck goes. It's pretty comfortable, a little chunky, but not too bad. And I'm super excited to try this thing out and see what it can do. So let's get the band, let's get this thing on stage. So we got the Les Paul all hooked up, ready to rock. We got Ralph and Buddha here to help us out with some drums and bass. First thing I want to see is what this thing can do in some jams. We're going to mess with the push-pull knobs. We're going to mess with the various pickup positions. See what kind of tones we can get out of this thing. Very smooth, very crispy. Wow, feels very comfortable. The playability is just all there.
Sounds great. It's got enough crunch when you need it and really dig in.
Yeah, that was just all compressor. That's all we were using there. The only pedal turned on was the compressor and the raw amp sound. So you're hearing what this guitar sounds like basically by itself.
Sounds very crispy.
Now, so let's go something with a little like classic rock feel in A. Let's go in A, for instance. We're gonna go on bridge pickup with a little bit of preamp. We're gonna add a preamp pedal. It can neck bend, Sounds great. It's crunchy. And that was with the push-pull out. So we had pulled that one, and we're on the bridge pickup. Sounded super crunchy. Had that nice little slap that you get out of them single coils. You know, it had that, just the right amount of taste of that single coil slap. You know, and if you push it in, you know, so here's what we got with just that. It sounds kind of slinky, and then you press it in, and that's when you get that. That's when you get that real crunchy, classic rock, Les Paul tone.
It does have the classic rock feel down.
Oh, totally. It's like automatic. You don't really have to do anything. You just plug it right in, and it's got everything you need there for that classic rock.
Well, you know, I think we should test the versatility of it. I think that we've gone nice and classic rock. We've thrown it a nice little fun jam. Let's see, can it twang?
A little country bluegrass vibe?
Yeah, let's do that.
So for that, I'm going to push the, we're going to go all bridge pickup. We're going to crank the tone all the way to 11. We're going to crank the volume to 11, but we are going to push in and get that Les Paul bridge pickup tone. Do a lot of picking very close to the bridge to get ultra amounts of twang out of it. Nice.
All right, all right.
Yeah, and there's like a real sweet spot on this guitar that, you know, for stuff like that, where you want to lay your pick, and it's kind of in between where the pickup stops and the bridge. As close as you can possibly get without making that bad tone. So a little bit higher, right there, where you just get a good...
So it can twang, but
it's nice.
But can it drop? Drop it.
Like metal? Drop D?
Let's do it.
We all want to know if it can squeal. Can it squeal?
All right, squeals.
I think it can squeal. Let's see, boys. It can definitely squeal, dude. It's definitely got all that metal stuff.
Give me a squeal. Nice. Now, what pedals do you have on right now?
Preamp, the compressor, just a little bit. The compressor's on like 2, maybe 1. I got the preamp pedal up pretty high. And then we have the Ibanez Jet Driver JD9, like a tube screamer, a little bit more gain, added mid knob, which we use to scoop the mids, especially when you're playing metal. I think this thing could probably play pretty much any metal song. And most metal players don't like Les Pauls, and I don't get it. But I really like Les Pauls all around for everything, especially metal. One thing I will add, this guitar does stay in tune remarkably well. Even when jumping around from like standard to drop D and back, you know, it stays in tune surprisingly well. And it plays great. It plays amazing. The feel of the guitar in your hands is just incredible. A lot different than what I play normally on my neck. Totally different neck shape, totally different neck size. But I like it. And there's this cutaway here on the top. It kind of shaves in, so it kind of molds to your body. On a regular Les Paul, there's this really sharp, square-like angle that stabs you in the stomach. And after you play the guitar for hours and hours and hours, it starts to hurt there. Sometimes I even looked and I've had a bruise there just from my Les Paul resting on me. The body's chambered, so it's super light. That cutaway is there, so it's super comfortable, and the neck is comfortable with the fret access all the way down to here. When you get down here to play in these licks, they're still very easy and very comfortable. Epiphone did a good job making this guitar, dude.
That's cool and all, but can it chill? Can it calm it down a little bit?
I think it could do some chill stuff, especially in this middle position. The cleans are very nice. So yeah, I can do the chill stuff. I have a feeling you could do R&B, blues, classic rock, metal, rock and roll, bluegrass, country music. Anything that you throw at this guitar, it's going to be able to spit it right back out in the way that you want it.
I really like its dynamics. You know, when you play light, it's very clean and very, very just light, you know. And then when you start getting in, it really gets that growl.
The more that you dig in with the pick and the position of the volume and all that stuff really has a lot of change with just how you may be doing one different thing on the guitar. You know, if you pick here, it sounds completely different than if you pick here and here. And if your volume's at 4 versus 7 versus 10, 11, you can get a lot of different tones that are really good in a lot of different ways. So
it really puts the control in your hands.
That's right. Yeah, it's all in the hands. Everything's in the hands. So as far as playability, I give this guitar an off-the-charts score. Tone, versatility, everything. It's all off the charts. And for the price of this guitar, you really can't beat it. Like, it's absolutely insane that guitars this good are being offered for the price that they're being offered for.
You would call that a budget guitar, huh?
I would call it a budget guitar, just for the price, not for it. If you handed me this guitar, I would not be able to tell you that it costs as little as it actually does. So kudos to Epiphone. Bravo, because there's really quality instruments coming out of there. I'm thankful to have played it. I'm in love with this thing. It's great. I scored a 10 of 10 across the board in every category.
Nice.
Great guitar. One last thing I want to try with this thing is to do one of our original songs, one that touches on a bunch of different tones, clean, dirty, everything in between. It's a very tricky song to play on guitar, so it will be a true test for this guitar if it truly has what it takes to stand the heat of a live show. And right now, even before this song, I think that it does. But we must play this song first before we truly can tell. Wow. This
Sounded
guitar
great.
did every part of that song exactly the way it should have been. And usually with a lot of guitars, it's hard to be able to go so clean to then just beef it up just a little bit to then go over the top and when it's time for the solo. And it was all very smooth, seamless transitions. It was great.
Sounded great.
Well done, Epiphone.
Well done, Epiphone. It's amazing. So overall, I give this guitar a thumbs up, an off-the-charts score, and I say that it can 1,000% stand the heat of a live show with a band or a solo artist, whatever. The guitar is versatile. It's got what it takes for the stage. What do you think, Buddha?
I'd give it a thumbs up, too. I mean, that thing definitely has passed the test. We've put it through the ringer. We've thrown everything at it that we could. It sounds great. Nothing's been able to stump it.
Not only does it sound good, but the sparkle red paint job, man, it just looks hot.
It does look hot, and I really like the white binding, too.
It's an eye catcher. Yeah,
The regular Les Paul white binding with that black back and the red top, it looks fantastic.
Sharp-looking guitar.
it really makes everything pop on it. You know, the black makes the white pop and the white makes the red. It's great. And the neck, you know, the neck is black. It's solid black. When you turn it around, you almost can't see that it's even here. It's great.
Good looking guitar.
Great looking guitar. Huge shout out to Epiphone for making quality instruments at an affordable price. Let me tell you. So there you have it, guys. The Epiphone Les Paul Muse has what it takes. It can stand the heat of a live show with a full band. So go and get you one right now. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting
Start
for?
a band.
What are you waiting for? Start a band. Play guitar.
Get it.
You could have one just like this. It could be yours. Amazing. Epiphone. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the very first episode of Glostik Soundcheck Showdown. I had so much fun, absolutely fell in love with this Les Paul. I'd like to give a huge thank you to our friends at Sweetwater for sending us this thing to check out. It's an amazing guitar, looks great, powerful, versatile, just top-notch all around. So if you're in the market for a new addition to your guitar collection or looking to just get started playing, then this is the guitar for you. Please be sure to use our Sweetwater affiliate link you can find in the description. Tune into our live streams for chances to win free gear. Speaking of, if you want a chance to win this pair of Shure headphones, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and leave a comment. We'll randomly select a winner on our live stream next week. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you on the next episode of the Soundcheck Showdown.